Welcome everybody to more Skyrim Remastered here on AP Games, continuing our Let's Play, and we're doing the Forgotten City mod, this murder mystery mod that we're looking into here, guys. So, continuing on, if it's your first time here on the channel, so glad to have you. You should probably go back and watch the rest of the series before getting to this point, because there's a lot that has happened. Episode 75. Very excited about that. Okay, so we are exploring all the different parts of the Citadel up here. Before moving on, this looks like some sort of kitchen salt pile, right? We got a sink right here. Ah, pretty neat the way that they, oh, that's okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and you got some steam vents here for cooking purposes. I'll take some more salt, and that's about all there is in here, it looks like. Continue onwards. Hold on. Wine. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, gonna get crunk. Ooh, there's a potion up here too. Ultimate healing. Ooh, 2 wine bottles at once. Okay, the rest of those look like pots, pans, etc. All right, so that's where we just were. Let's continue onwards. So, for those of you unfamiliar, oh, okay, so there's another level. For those of you unfamiliar with the mod, this is the Forgotten City mod, one of the best mods, actually. Ooh. Oh, it's a skier. Okay. You jumped really far, sir. That was a good death jump you had there. Forgotten City mod is one of the highest rated mods ever, actually, for Skyrim, which is kind of cool. And I've been looking forward to playing this for a long time. But the idea is basically that this woman contacted us. Her brother has been lost down in this gigantic pit, and she wants us to help find him. And we jump down, not really knowing what we're getting ourselves into, and this is where we end up. Yeah. Coin purse. Gold. Gold. Alright, and bada bing, bada boom. And it looks like we've got another unsent letter. Dearest Braywin, I know this letter will never reach you, but I want to write it to you anyway. One of my neighbors here said it might help me get closure, whatever that means. I wish I could tell you how sorry I am about what happened. You must be wondering why I disappeared one day. I think you know I would never leave you, so by now you've probably assumed I'm dead and moved on. I wouldn't blame you if you have. Markarth is a hard place, and you'll need all the help you can get, and our son will need a father. I just need to write this down. I love you. Hjormund. I'm gonna keep all these letters. Black robes. Okay. So basically, it's a murder mystery, and we're trying to figure out. Well, we found the brother. He's dead. But he also looked really, really old. And he warned us about the lake house, and he warned us about this, that, and the other thing.
Please understand.
And he's talking to us right now.
I locked the lake house door to stop you from making the same mistake I made. And now you ignore my words.
There he is.
Come searching for the key.
Yes, I've come searching for the key. Because I don't care what you say. Oh, that's water. Okay. Is that what, like, oh, that's...
Stay away. I hid that key
wow.
for a reason.
I hid that key for a reason. Yeah, well, I don't really care. I'm just gonna... Whoop. I didn't know that ghosts could lose their heads like that. Sorry, Mr. Ghost Man. But, I'm gonna do what I want. Besides, I need to figure out what happened to you. I made a promise to your sister. I got some charcoal, we got some parchment. Another locked dresser. So, here's what I think is happening. I think that the reason he's old and he killed himself is that there's some sort of time travel thing going on. I'm not really sure what that would be. We'll take all that. Not really sure how that happens. I'm guessing it has something to do with Lake House and that Dwemer. Dwemer sounds like a mix of Dwemer and Dramora. So, dear journal, today my father gave me this stupid journal, and I hope that I write me down my thoughts and feelings. I know you're reading this, father. I may be young, but I'm not stupid. I know you like to go through my things when you think I'm not looking. You get to keep your secrets, and we both know you like to keep secrets, so I'm keeping mine. Sincerely, Dwemer. Interesting. I have a like So, anyways, there's a couple things about this mod. First of all, it supposedly adapts to all the decisions you made throughout the automaton. You know what? Sure. I'll take this. Automaton bestiary. That sounds pretty cool. So supposedly it adapts to all the decisions you made. And supposedly it also has multiple endings. So we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Nothing on that corpse. Let's check this opposite room before going into the main one. Soul gem. Sure. Grove soul trap. Dwarven helmet. Twin secrets. It's worth quite a bit. Metal ingot. What else we got up there? No. Scrap metal will be good. Citizen arrival log. Okay. Empty wine. Fine clothes. Fine boots. Urns. Fur-lined boots. Ooh. Dresser. Gold. More fine clothes. Master level chest. Alright, we got this. Thankfully, we've got ourselves an unbreakable lockpick. Okay, not a whole lot in there. What do we got? Antecedents of Dwemer law. So yeah, this is basically an old Dwemer city, and they've kind of dressed it up as like new people have come here or something. Citizen arrival log. Alright. Morning Star 4. 4th Era 191 Brawl. Assigned role, research Dwarven history and technology, self-assigned, notes, brilliant. Gaia. Okay, assigned role, research assistant to Brawl, inquisitive, keeps occupied potential. Narnabas, deceased, unsure. This is a while later. Research assistant to Brawl, rumored to dabble in necromancy, last entering the palace, locked door behind him, presumed dead. Ooh, okay, so we might be dealing with necromancy here. Gulvar, typical lazy Nord. He's a farmer. Vetus. Okay, so this is giving investigate Dwemer technology. Imperial military engineer. Keep busy. Oh. Hjormund. Supervised labor Nord, but obedient. Harubal, deceased. City on Upper Ridge, vacated. Courier Herald, found notes, found key, quote unquote, or question mark. So Harubal might have gotten through and found the key already. Got Dooley. He is assigned no role, not able to keep work. Multiple complaints about for help with missing fortune. Oh, okay, hold on. What was the brother's name? The brother's name, Rastasia. Forsworn. Choose words carefully around her. No potential. Wow. Tavern manager. Asanchi. This is the Gajit tutor. Skoomer addict. Keep away from Dwemora. No potential. Domitus. Successor in waiting. Anger issues. Saphira. No role. Potential. No. Unsure potential. Sato. Citadel guard. Completely deaf. Perfect. Vernon. Managed city food store. He's likable. Lukey. Jeshal Urin. Wow, there's so many people that have come in here. Miranda, Degland, Rakus. Altrius. Yeah, this is it. Okay, this is what we want. Altrius. Northwest Chambers assigned role. None. Notes trespassed in my lake house. Ah. Okay. So, he's trespassed in the lake house, and is it Gaius? Or I forget what the name of the main guy is. The guy who, like, fancies himself the whatever, Lakowski. Okay. Well, that's not good. What is going on? Jeez. Optional, enter the lake house. So it just dropped me down. Yeah, the whole thing that was kind of cool. I like that, actually. Enter the lake house. Alright, we're going in, boys. Let's do it up. Let's see what's so terrifying that Mr. Old Man here decided to hang himself. We will see. Burnt corpse. Oh, I'll loot all the corpses, guys. They don't need the bone meal anymore. So yeah, it's looking like these houses are just here for show, which I'm okay with. This mod is already greatly surpassing my expectations. Voice acting, I think, is pretty good. The storyline is pretty intriguing. Also, there's plenty of mushrooms and other ingredients for me to do alchemy with. Which everyone knows is probably the most important part of Skyrim, right? Oh, there is stuff under the water. I didn't even think about that. Oh, wow. There's fish. Fish. I'm going to take this woodcutter's axe, just in case. And before we go in the lake house, I'm going to explore the lake. I have a feeling that there's stuff around here. Sunken house. There we go, guys. A little exploration. This is what you get for having a helmet that has infinite water breathing on it. We've got a pickaxe, but I've already got a pickaxe, so I'm okay. I'm good. Don't think there's really anything else in here. Not seeing anything. Alright, back out. Maybe that'll come into play later. Oh, there's something here. No, is that a rock? That's just a rock that's brightly colored. Alright. Never mind. Alright. What else do we have around here? Just going for a little dip, guys. In my power armor. Totally realistic. Not like I'd be sinking on the bottom of the lake floor or anything like that. Alright. Nothing. Nothing. Not seeing much. Got some slaughterfish eggs. Thankfully no slaughterfish. And that looks like that's about it, guys. Alright, well, that was a complete waste of time. Except for no, never mind. Not a complete waste of time. First, we found out that there is nothing here. Secondly, we got some mushrooms. We got some slaughterfish eggs. So, there we are. Super useful. Alright. Let's get over to the lake house then. Interesting that the head guy called it my lake house. Oh, there's more back here too. Just gotta get all the shrooms, guys. Oh my gosh. So many shrooms. So many shrooms, so little time. Ugh. You'll have to indulge me, guys. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Ugh. Shroom it up, boys. Shrooming it up. We're gonna have a party tonight. Get a little bonkers here in the Forgotten City. Alright. There's also this area back here. Again, I am inclined to explore. Nada. Nothing. Okay. Is this all for show? It's very possible. But I must know. I must find out. That's the back of the sunken house? Okay. Yep. Looks like this is all just here for trappings. Which I'm okay with. Alright. Well, let's do a quick save. And then let's go in the lake house. I don't understand why I wouldn't come in. Okay, rune book. We got a master chest. Got... take the oil. Metellus's note. Got soul gem fragments. Got some skulls and bones. Okay, let's take the soul gem fragments. I'm gonna read this note here in just a minute. I want to get in the chest first. Arrows, ingots, oil, some potions. Okay, it's not too bad. All right, let's read this note.
7 years ago, I discovered this wondrous city uninhabited. Others soon followed, heeding my invitation, and our community grew and prospered under my rule. But as I write this, I am alone once again, for my subjects have been the victims of an unspeakable atrocity. This is why, at the expense of my own life, I must open a portal that will take you into the past, before all this began. Beloved reader, you must go back, investigate what set this atrocity in motion, and prevent it by any means necessary.
Interesting. So I'm assuming that when we go out, everyone will be alive. I'm floating. I don't understand. Hello? Oh, wow. Forget me not. Find a way back to your original timeline. Wow. Guys, this is so cool. The light shining up on the big orb. The coloring is all different. Instead of mushrooms, there's wheat. And chicken eggs. Who doesn't want wheat and chicken eggs? Also, is that... Oh, that house is still sunken. It would have been kind of cool if the house was not sunken, if it was up and you could go in it and there'd be people and stuff in there. But, yeah, it is what it is. Can I talk to you without you freaking out? I took all your shrooms.
We're not Oh, hello.
What's your story?
My what? My story? Oh, do you want to hear about me? I'm sorry, but my memory's not very good. I only remember some things.
Okay, you definitely look like a
came
doofus.
here with my brother.
And you sound like a doofus.
Horrible. He used to look after me, and he said he always would. But then he died.
I'm sorry.
Now nobody looks after me. I'm not very good at remembering
Finding Horrible's
things.
treasure. What are you looking for?
Oh, Horrible said I should only tell.
What's the way out of here?
Oh no, I can't leave. I need to find Horrible's treasure first.
Okay, I'm going to take the shrooms that I didn't take in the alternative timeline, because apparently mushrooms are conserved between different timelines. You know, a very obvious fact that many people overlook. But okay, this is definitely different.
You there? Where did you come from?
Oh, sorry. I didn't even see you down there. I've just arrived.
Strange. It looks like you just came out of the Jarl's private lake house.
I got lost.
Yeah, well, just make sure you don't get lost in anyone else's home. Live by our laws here, and we'll all get along just fine.
That sounds creepy. Your laws?
Don't hurt anyone, don't steal anything. Same as anywhere else. Only the punishment here is much, much worse. The Jarl can tell you more, and help you get settled in. Might even have some quarters for you. I can take you to him if you like.
Alright, let's go.
Follow me. So, this is our farmland where we grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you ever want is leek, cabbage, and potato. If you have goods, the merchants at the market up ahead will be happy to see you. Most of us have few belongings, just what we brought in with us.
Morning, Gulvar.
Morning, Ismar.
Above us is the sun under the ground. It's strange and no substitute for the real sun, of course, but
these days it doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the citadel folk. Take Jarlmand, for example, standing up there on his balcony looking down on us. Just look at him.
yeah, Jarlmand, you're a really big man, aren't you?
Milk drinker.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your strapping new friend, Gulvar?
We're on our way to see the Jarl. There'll be time for you to get your claws into our friend here later.
I look forward to it. You should come for a drink at my tavern, the Golden Sentinel, tonight. Just about everyone's there after dark.
Be careful with Rastasia. She... well, it's not my place to say. There's enough gossip in this place as it is. It's a small city after all. Only 24 of us at the moment. 23 if you don't count Brandus, who's halfway to the next life. Luke is barely managing to keep him alive.
So I chose to go with the guide just because I want to hear all the
We can talk,
discussion.
but be quick. Domitus could be back any second.
I want to hear all the discussion that he has and just kind of find out a little bit more about the city. So, might be a little bit slower time, here for this episode, but
This is the Citadel, where the Jarl and his guests
I'm enjoying it.
live.
Hopefully
If you
guys are
manage to
too.
worm your way in with them, you might get to live here too.
So already it seems like we've got.
What do you think you're doing? You're meant to be working the Jarl's farm, not trudging dirt into his citadel.
Yeoman, take it easy, would you? I was just shoving our new friend here to the Jarl.
Well, how about you get back to work, and I take our new friend the rest of the way? If you don't work, none of us eat, Gulver. Remember that.
How could I forget? Fine, I'll get back to work. It was nice meeting you, my friend. Stop by for a chat anytime you like.
I'm sorry about that. That probably sounded a bit harsh, but it's my job to make sure we all have enough to eat. I'm Yormund. Let's head up to the next floor then, shall we? Stay close behind me. Wouldn't want you getting lost now, would we?
It already seems that there's kind of a class divide. Those who live in the Citadel and those who don't. Can we go?
It's good to see a new face here. Haven't had any new arrivals in a while. Since Marius. But he mostly keeps to himself. Bit secretive, actually. Most people are pretty friendly though, and so they should be. This is the closest you'll get to Sovngarde in all of Tamriel. No crime, no conflict. Most folk don't even bother locking the doors. Even if you could steal something without breaking the dwarves' law, it's not as if you could sell it to anyone here.
That's kind of true. In a closed community, it's kind of hard to do any theft. Because there's nowhere to profit off of it unless you have somebody who's willing to...
You wouldn't want to keep the Jarl waiting, would you?
There's somebody who's an accomplice, but how would they make... There's a very limited supply of money. Actually, now that I think about it. Limited supply of renewable goods.
Oh, welcome. I'm Gaia. Do come and say hello when you're free.
Always got her nose buried in a book, that one.
Oh, terrible.
Helps
Books are the
out
worst.
Brawl down in the city, our resident expert about the history and laws of the Dwemer. Last I heard, they were trying to track down some dwarven artifacts. You should ask Brawl about it, if you're into that sort of thing. This is the Citadel kitchen. Remember to be polite to our Kukusanshi. She does the best with what she has, which isn't much.
Okay. Can we keep walking now? I want to go see the Jarl.
Now let's head up to the Jarl's floor.
Okay. That didn't take long. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this because... Ooh, can I take these? No. Okay.
Alright, so we're about to meet Jarl Metellus. There's a couple of things you should know about him, if you want to make a good impression. First, he was the first one here. Well, he was here before the rest of us anyway. So the Citadel is his, and we're all his guests. Second,
Fair enough.
he's very protective of this place, and won't tolerate anyone disturbing the peace. So be on your best behaviour, and you should be fine.
Okay. I'm kind of interested in what Galvar was saying about the punishment. I'm not sure what the punishment is for breaking any of the laws. So here's what I'm thinking about the timeline that I was in. He went, like, we're probably gonna have to hop between timelines and see how they affect one another and stuff.
This is the top of the Citadel. The bathhouse is off limits, and I'm not even sure what's behind the gold door. Only the Jarl has ever gone in there.
Okay. Interesting.
Alright, you're on your own from here. I've got lazy farmers to supervise. Good luck with the Jarl, and I'll see you around.
The Jarl is waiting for you on his balcony, on your left.
Okie dokie. The Forgotten City.
There's a face I don't recognize. Welcome to my city. I'm Jarl Metellus. Tell me, what is your name?
I'm Dzramac.
It's always exciting
Very
to
Dwemer
meet a
name right
new
there.
member of our small community. Now, before I forget, since you're here for good, you'll need some quarters.
Quarters.
Here's a key to the last vacant chambers down in the city, between Brawl and Luki. It's all yours. Now tell me, what brings you to my city?
Actually, you sent me here from the future to save the city. Show the note.
I sent you here. I'm not sure what you mean.
Here's the letter you will write shortly after the city is
Well,
destroyed.
let's see. This is my handwriting. The victims of an unspeakable atrocity. I will open a portal that will take you into the past. You must go back. This is real, isn't it? I've even toyed with the idea of creating a portal between 2 points in time, with Brawl's help. But that's odd. My letter makes no mention of what caused the disaster. I suppose I was in a hurry. So tell me, what's going to happen to us?
It was dark, and there were burnt corpses
That's
everywhere.
exactly what I saw when I first discovered this place, several years ago. It seems whatever happened then is going to happen again. I think it has something to do with the Dwarves' lore. This is bad. This is very, very bad.
The Dwarves' law.
Yes. You see, the Dwarves who built this place left inscriptions. Brawl hasn't been able to fully translate them, but we understand some parts. This warning keeps coming up. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. We think that breaking the law here will cause some kind of event. The truth is, I've used the Dwarves' law to frighten my people into obedience, and it's worked so far. But someone's about to break that law. Let me think. Your arrival here is exactly what I need. You've helped me a great deal by bringing this note to my attention. I wonder if you could do me another favor.
Depends on how much gold.
I need you to investigate the city, talk to my people, help them, if it'll win their trust. You can even go through their possessions if you have to.
What?
You must work out who is going to break the Dwarves' law. Once you have a name, come back and tell me immediately. As Jarl, I authorize you to go anywhere you need to go, including private homes. But if someone asks you to leave, you should do so immediately.
If I help you, will you get me back to my own time and
I
not?
can't promise either of those things, but I will certainly do everything within my power to help you once you've helped my people.
Okay, well.
And of course, if you decide to stay, I would make sure you enjoy a comfortable life here. Now, what do you say? Will you help me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, you mustn't tell anybody where you're from or what may be about to happen here. People do foolish things when they panic.
That's true.
If it helps you, you're welcome to borrow the book on my desk. It contains the names and addresses of my subjects. Just don't show it to anyone. Goodbye for now, and good luck. I don't need to tell you what will happen if you fail.
Okay, well, that's a good place for us to wrap it up for this episode. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Check out some of the other series on the channel. Leave a comment down below if you have any initial thoughts. Maybe if you think who you know is gonna be the one who breaks the law. Whatever. So, anyways, thanks again, and we'll see you again soon here on AP Games.